Football's my first passion. I'm a massive Man United fan. I was better at cricket, so stuck to cricket. Shakib is one of the best all-rounders and has been one of the best all-rounders in world cricket for the last kind of 10, 15 years. So Rishad, like I said, he's got the work ethic, he's got the character, he's got the passion for the game to keep on working hard. And if he does that, I'm sure he'll go very far. The passion for the game, the love for the game. I mean, I was fielding over the other side of the game in Mirpur, and the ground, it was so loud, even a day game. So the love and the passion we have, or we feel as players when we come to this part of the world, is phenomenal. So I think as always, Moeen and Wokesy, we were all saying after the game, you realize when you, especially with cricket, you go to different parts of the world and the conditions are so different. The style of cricket is completely different. And me coming from Australia, very foreign conditions to Australia. So you realize how much you improve as a player when you come to this part of the world, especially as a batter, because it is difficult. And you're coming up against obviously Mustafiza and some of your other young bowlers. It was really difficult yesterday, but great challenge, and thankfully we got over the line. I was better at cricket than everything else, but I think all of those sports really helped me get the most out of my athletic ability. I think obviously physically you develop way better in terms of moving and different skill sets. So early on I realized I was probably best at cricket, so I just looked to pursue that. Football's my first passion. I'm a massive Man United fan, but yeah, I love football. I watch it every opportunity, but like I said, I was better at cricket, so stuck to cricket. Probably wasn't great to the best players that England have ever produced, but I'm very grateful for all the other opportunities. And, the last few years especially, I played all around the world, captained a lot around the world, and won a lot of titles. So, there's different ways you can kind of get fulfillment from the game. And you look back and realize, just timing wasn't quite right at different points. But, I don't have any regrets in terms of the international stuff. I always tried my best, always offered as much as I can to the team. And like I said, it was just one of those things from a timing perspective. You can't control injuries. Unfortunately, I got injured a week before the squad was announced and dislocated my shoulder, was out for 5 months. So it was a pretty nasty injury. And like I said, it was just one of those things. Obviously incredibly disappointing, but I think one thing that was very special to me was that Owen Morgan and Josh Butler both got me. I was at the ground for the final. I was working for Sky Sports, and they both got me in the dressing room afterwards and celebrating with the team, and realised that I'd played a part, however small, in the squad, winning that journey, and being a part of that squad for the whole time in the lead up for 4, 5, 6 years. I think. I felt a part of it, even though I wasn't quite a part of it. So, of course, disappointing. But like I said, just these things happen in life, and one of those things. If the batting team gets 111 and we chase it down in the last ball, but what is great about it is that a lot of the time now we have very flat wickets, and it's great entertainment. But actually, as a batter, or certainly as a cricketer, you have to adapt to conditions and just try and work out what you need to do on each different conditions. Look, of course, everyone I think would prefer a better batting wicket. But I think, it was just one of those things yesterday, and it was a very tough wicket to bat on, but thankfully we got across the line. Ideal preparation, because I think in India the wickets are fantastic. We're so flat. They're great to bat on, and you need to be scoring at a high strike rate. But I think the talent pool you have in Bangladesh is phenomenal. You have an incredible amount of talent. It's just obviously about picking the right team and having a real clear strategy about how you're going to win overseas. Because I think Bangladesh, certainly when we came here as an international team, but also as international players, you come here, you realize how good Bangladesh players are in their own conditions. Very hard to beat. Incredible team at home. So yeah, I think that's maybe a challenge, and maybe being exposed or being allowed to go and being able to play in other competitions around the world will further develop Bangladeshi players. I think Rishad Hussain has benefited from that brilliantly. He's obviously become a great friend of mine and someone who I rate incredibly highly. But he's benefiting from going to bowl in Australia, where wickets are a lot harder to bowl on. Pakistan as well, very flat wickets. But his bowling has developed so fast in a very short period of time because he's been exposed to those opportunities. I think sometimes if both English players, Australian players, everyone, if you play in home and only in home and you do well, actually you might struggle to go overseas. So I think the same is for every nation.
Are you in touch with Rishad Hussain playing in the VBL?
Yeah, saw him a lot. I spoke to him yesterday. He's very happy I've come to Bangladesh. He's a great guy. He's someone who I'm trying to get over to play in England as well. There's someone who I rate very, very highly, and I think he will just go from strength to strength. He was meant to come over last year. There was a few technical difficulties, but I was trying to get him over to play in for my team, the Vitality Blast. I'm captain. So yeah, at some point, hopefully I can get him over and we play against you. Shakib is one of the best all-rounders and has been one of the best all-rounders in world cricket for the last kind of 10, 15 years. So that's a big shout. But I think Rishad, like I said, he's got the work ethic, he's got the character, he's got the passion for the game to keep on working hard. And if he does that, I'm sure he'll go very far. Fast hands, being able to switch it, reverse sweep, without a doubt helps. I think every sport, if you play multi-sports, definitely helps. Cricket, 100%. I'm not surprised because obviously I think my first tour when I came over here, Taskin Ahmed was bowling very fast as well. And yeah, I think you have you have the ability now, you have the talent pool here to be able to produce world-class cricketers. But I was very impressed with Nahid, the earlier set. Bowled fast, bowled aggressive, got in my face. That character. We laughed about it because I met him in Pakistan. But yeah, he's got raw pace, he's got raw ability, and it was great to see. It was on a pitch that offered him a lot, and he was very tough on that pitch. But no, it's great to see Bangladesh producing top to tap. I think sometimes it's just about getting an opportunity. I think everyone obviously wants to chase big contracts and get signed in the IPL or whatever, but actually a lot of the time. So, for example, I went to my first IPL on very little money, basically nothing. But it gave me the opportunity, and my first match I got 50 at Delhi on debut in the IPL. All of a sudden, opportunities presented themselves. And I think the same thing, Rishad went to Pakistan last year, did well, took his opportunity, worked quietly, patiently, and got the opportunity. But I think that's the key thing is, being aware and being hungry to take opportunities overseas. And the Vitality Blast is a great opportunity at them. I think that's a great way. Everyone wants to play 100 or Big Bash or IPL, but getting in, getting an opportunity, understanding and also experiencing as a person different pressure as an overseas player, because it's very different to playing in domestic tournament in your home country. If you're playing as an international player and you're going in, the pressure is on there. You have to perform. You have to be there. You have to be one of the main players. See, I think that's a great experience for any young player. It doesn't guarantee success, but it helps your development very, very fast.
My last question from me. I think you're aware that Bangladesh and India is having some issues over the venue of the ICC People World Cup. Bangladesh people still shift the venue to Sri Lanka, the co-host of the World Cup, but the ICC hasn't responded yet. Their answer. So
I don't know enough about the situation, but I think it's a very complex situation. I think sometimes in England, obviously, bowls 150. 150 is very fast. It provides that X factor. I think he'd be a massive asset. I think he's got a bright future. But again, being able to play in those different lanes on flatter pitches at tiny grounds, sometimes pace could hurt you even more. So being able to develop different skills, slow balls. If he could develop a slow ball on a 150 and then a brilliant slow ball, he can be a fantastic bowler all around the world. So I think, yeah, those kind of guys, Fizzer showed it. We developed the skills by playing overseas and in different conditions. But all those guys have a bright future.